terrorist and the potato.
Hi folks, Tarmax here with another video for you, and only because I've got a random day off work because the weather's going to be rubbish today, and in my job we need good weather and there's too many staff in, so I rang up this morning and said, is there any point in me travelling 45 miles to come to work if we're not going to have any business? Well, we will have business, but just not enough, and there's too many staff in, so my manager said, yeah, take the day off. I've just found out that my manager's grandfather was Jim Redman, who was a six-time MBE World Grand Prix road racer in motorcycle, and was mates with John Love. But this video is going to be about folks that he probably met. In fact, John told me his grandfather met Jackie Stewart, and he probably would have met Jack Brabham as well. And this video is all about that because I've been set a challenge or a suggestion by my mate Apey, and who's a very nice bloke who's helped me out with some bits and pieces. Mate, this one's for you. He suggested, why don't you do a historic race, you know, with maybe the Brabham BT20 at Belgium 66 or the Endurance Pack at, you know, the old Le Mans. And I thought, yeah, okay. So I've done it, and I've got my day off today. So what I've tried to do is reenact the 1966 Belgium Grand Prix, which was mental. There were 7 cars left by the second lap. Everyone was crashing out. Everyone was going off in these coffins. These 190 mile an hour 1960s coffins, just huge engines strapped to some fiberglass and some steel and 4 wheels. So I've tried to complete a race at I mean, without much practice. I had a day off the weekend, but it wasn't really a day off. It was just my normal day off, and I managed to get a few laps in. So I've tried to do this with no practice, bearing in mind I'm trying to learn how to drive an old 1960s mental car in the conditions that they had in 1966, which was wet. So this one, mate, this one's for you. I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to do a follow-up video to this. This is how I got on. Okay, folks, here we are at Spa in Belgium for the 1966 reenactment of the Grand Prix here. Only 4 laps compared to, well, these guys went round here, I think, for about 28 laps, something like that. How they did it, I don't know. I think they're all madmen. This car is basically a V8 engine strapped to some fiberglass and steel and 4 wheels. They're coffins. They really are. Racing drivers used to describe them as basically coffins. Now, Jack Brabham was in this race. He came in 4th, and we are in a Brabham BT20. He was actually driving the first car his company produced, which is a BT19. However, the BT20 is what we've got in Rfactor 2, and it is very similar. Both cars were V8s, both 3 litres, and both weighed just over 500 kilograms. The BT19 about 520, the BT20 about 560, 550, 560. So not too much difference. And we've got a full field of Brabhams because I don't have any of the other cars that were in this race. I thought about using the Sparks and the Eve, but I haven't tried them out and compared them in speed and stuff to the Brabham. So I'm just, to keep things simple, using a full field of Brabhams. So what you will notice through this race is these track textures here. This track is an old ISI track, and I'm hoping at some point Studio 397 might decide to update it with one of their new track updates, because this old track has a problem with rain. As soon as it starts, when the track gets really wet, you don't get reflections, you don't get any track textures left. It literally goes as black as space. There's nothing, so that's going to make things difficult. You'll see that as the rain collects on the track. This race, so much to say about it. It was soaking wet, super dangerous. I think, you know, there was a field about of roughly the same number of cars we've got started, and only about 5 of them finished, including Jack Brabham, who came in 4th. But literally after the second lap, there were only 7 cars left. So that's how quickly the field diminished. Anyway, we're going on to wet tyres, and we're going to take our brake bias, our brake pressure all the way down to 70% from 90, because we're in the wet, and yeah, we're going to have lots of locking up, so I don't want too much brake pressure. Anyway, Apey, I see why you set this, why you suggested this. You just want to see me come off in a ball of flames, which is entirely possible. I don't know how many of the AI are going to finish. They're not particularly brilliant around this track, especially in the wet. Let's see what happens. Oh, I've just watched, by the way, the film Grand Prix, which is all about the 1960s Grand Prix, and it's got me in mindset for this race. All of those just fantastic drivers and brave drivers driving these coffins on wheels, and you can see the rain starting to spray up there already as we come through Eau Rouge. Hay bales, you know, on the corner, they're movable, by the way, on this track. Also, these wooden pegs, these markers, you can see one laying on the ground there, these are also deformable and movable. If you hit a hay bale or one of those pegs, it will cause damage to your car, which is a nice little thing about this track. And I'm well back in the field as we approach Les Coombs. Slow down to about 90 for Les Coombs. Let's see. I'm making a couple of places. Someone has had a big off already. I can't see who's come off or where. I don't know who the drivers are. I don't know what the cars are. I haven't got crew chief on because you wouldn't have any radio in cars back these days. It's just you on your own. I'm also, someone mentioned on one of my other videos about having all my mirrors on. I'm not using any mirrors. I'm just using the car's actual mirrors to make it authentic. And as you can see, they're pretty useless, especially being behind the windscreen. So when the windscreen's covered in rain, it makes your vision even worse as we come through Burnhamville, I think. Malmedy, I'm not quite sure where we are. I've not been concentrating. I'm going to turn. You can see my speed there and my gears. Right, we're coming out of Malmedy now onto the Master Straight. Look at the speed we're doing. These cars back then with no say. Literally, you come off this track, you don't know what you are going to hit. Telegraph poles, walls, houses, trees. It's crazy. And the cars up the Master Straight here, we're hitting 180. I could hit 180 now, I'm at 172, but I'm not brave enough. I'm already touching the brakes because here is the Master Kink. This is where Jackie Stewart came off, I think on the first or second lap of that race. Ended up on the left there in, I think, that house's cellar or a lower part of the track. He'd gone through a wood hut, he'd hit a telegraph pole, ended up upside down with a broken collarbone and ribs, stuck in his car, trapped in his car for 30 minutes whilst the fuel was leaking out of the bags in the side pods. He was literally upside down in a pool of fuel as we come through Stavelot, and he was there for 30 minutes. Luckily, Graham Hill and a fella called Bob, I can't think of his second name, they crashed out, and they came to his aid and helped him out. There was so many cars went out. Also mechanical failures because of all the rain and the torrential downpour that happened in this forestry section. I think we're coming up to La Cassière at the moment. They hit a storm, and Jim Clark's Lotus, actually the engine died because so much water from the spray and the track got into the engine that he went out for a failed engine. And of course then, as I showed in one of my other videos of classic Hockenheim, in my Automobilista video, Automobilista 2 video in 1968, he suffered an even worse fate at Hockenheim. Anyway, we're coming to the source, we're in last, let's get rid of this. You've seen the speed we're doing, I just want to see the track now. These cars, I mean, these guys were just, the funerals they would have had to go to every week. As we come to La Source, the only real slow corner on this track. There we go, practically a hairpin there. And can we get any purchase as we accelerate? Oh, it's a bit squirrely on the back end. Down to Eau Rouge. I've got my, oh, people are pitting already. Everyone's pitting. No, not everyone, but lots. Oh, and we're sliding to Eau Rouge as we come up to Radleon. Gained a few places, that's good. Where are we? 9th out of 80. Oh, God. You take your concentration off this car and they're wet for 2 seconds and you're toast. Toast in 2 seconds. Jackie Stewart said about that Master Kink that it was one of the hardest corners on the track. He thought it was harder than Eau Rouge. And after his accident here, there was a big campaign to get this track updated with safety features such as barriers, that sort of thing. The track didn't really change all that much until 1979, where it started to become more like the track we know now, much shortened from its 8.77 mile course down to about 4 miles something. And I never realised that in 1977 because I was just appearing in the world. I was born in 1977, so I do love the current version of Spa, and I have great memories of that, mainly from GTR2. I think I've raced Spa in GTR2 more than any other sim. GTR2, by the way, absolutely great sim. Now, let's try and concentrate on the racing because I'm up behind one of the cars here. It is Del Gadeo, no actual name that was in the original Grand Prix. And we're on the Master Straight. Let's see what speed we hit. 170. How late do I dare late? Yeah, I'm not going to get to that 180 marker. I'm too chicken. The Master King, you want to have good speed? Good! Oh, there we go! Oh, I see the Jackie Stewart there. That was tense. Even just holding the car straight in the wet on these straights is scary. You know, you can feel it sort of moving about. I'm slowing right down for this corner here. Because we've got a huge house just to hit before we come around Stavelot. Quite like Stavelot. It's nice and banked. I feel a bit safer on this corner. Yeah, that V8 boring. I mean, the fact that these things could reach, you know, close to, these things are doing not far off 200 miles an hour back in 1966. And there's no, oh God, look at the telegraph poles. The fact that they're actually already look like they've been hit several times and slightly bent over is very dubious. I've got to thank Apey again for suggesting this combo. He did suggest this car and this exact track. And since I've had a look at it and done some research, I've actually gone and watched the film Grand Prix about the 1960s. And all of those it's got, if you haven't seen it, do watch it. It's got real footage from some of the races, quotes from some of the drivers. There was a driver, John Love, and I found out something very interesting this week. The only reason I'm making this video today is because I've got a random day off work. Because talking of horrendous weather, my day job is pushing punts up and down the River Cam, which basically involves pushing a big, sort of up to a tonning weight wooden boat with 12 customers in it, telling them about the history of Cambridge. And today, I think there were more staff ordered in than needed because the weather has turned, it's going to be thunderstorms for the rest of the afternoon. So I'm not going in, but I found out the other day talking to my boss John, I was telling him about this video that I was planning on making. And he said, oh, what, tell you how my granddad is? Turns out his granddad, was Jim Redman, who was a 6 times Grand Prix, road racing Grand Prix motorcycling driver with an MBE, and he was mates with John Love, who ended up racing in F1, more in Africa than here though, and they helped, my mate's grandfather helped him out
they shared a motorbike for a while because John Redman helped him out. Oh, we've taken a car. Oh, sliding. No, don't hit the barrier. Oh, I've hit the barrier. Oh no. Oh, disaster. Oh. Disaster. How much damage have we picked up? Oh, we have got damage. We have got quite severe steering damage. Probably quite a bit of suspension damage. Quite appropriate though, seeing as so many cars crashed out of this race. And that was through me not thinking I'll try and limp it round the rest of the circuit. Try and complete these laps. So yeah, manager's grandfather, John's grandfather, Mr. Redman, was mates with John Love, and it was amazing to find that out. And apparently John has got pictures of his grandfather with Jackie Stewart, because they both, John Love and his grandfather, Mr. Redman himself, I think ended up around this track in the 1960s. So I thought they must have met, and I said that to Johnny. He said, yeah, I've got pictures of him with Jackie Stewart. Anyway, got to try and concentrate now. Oh, as we approach the Master King, got to be careful here. All right, close to those little wooden markers. Oh, veil of hay sticking out there. Jesus, this is absolutely terrifying. My arms are already filling up with lactic acid because I'm so tense. You know, I'm pushing 1-ton boats on my arms every day, doing about 10 to 13.5 miles on the river, and this is you know, pushing a 1-ton boat with a 15-foot stick. This is filling up my arms with lactic acid quicker than that because I'm just so tense. But I can see a car ahead of us. As I said, Jack Brabham came fourth in this race. It was John Surtees who won the race in 1966. And saw a lot of him in that film Grand Prix. If you haven't seen the film Grand Prix, go and watch it. Some wonderful sights and sounds in that. And oh, there's a yellow flag. Someone has had enough. I like the marshals there waving the yellow flag. There's off. Oh God! Just missed this. Oh, that was so close. Oh, coming to the source here. There's an airship in the sky there. I really am falling in love with this track. I'm finding these old 1960s tracks, like the video I did of Hockenheim, they are built for speed, because these cars, I mean, let's see, you get on the brakes too hard on these cars and the car squirrels. They don't turn like the modern cars do. The modern cars have so much more massive turning ability. These have no downforce. You know, not a lot of aerodynamics going on with these. So these tracks have corners of them that modern cars, you know, wouldn't even really recognise as a corner, just more of a, you know, a slight wind. Apart from this one here at La Source. So they're very, very fast. Be interesting to try and take some of the modern F1 cars and see how they do around here. I'm very much looking forward to, you know, there's rumours of Rfactor 2 possibly, rumours in the community that they may one day do the modern version of Spa. I hope if they do, they will also include this. Oh, dearie me, it's getting really slippery. Oh, no, oh. Oh, dearie me, okay. Get across this track. Read the arc, let's begin. Hopefully there's no one behind us. Oh no! I got stuck on a piece of wood there. Where are we? 7th out of 18. I'm just completely spun and I'm 7th out of 18. I hit that fence. One thing on this track, you don't want to hit the fences because they're solid. And there we go, been overtaken. Yeah, so I wish they'd have made the fences a bit more like the signs and the little pieces of wood here and the hay bales Not complete. Solid, because fences aren't solid. Oh, Christ. Lost it coming around the court. Luckily, didn't manage not to hit that car. Kept it together. Oh, and they kept this up for a full Grand Prix, and I'm only doing 4 laps, and I am knackered and terrified. Even just in a simulator, I'm terrified. Oh, folks, this is scary. Where are we at now? Vernonville, Malmedy. We're approaching the Master Straight soon. Oh, he's coming in. He's not giving us any room. Oh, he didn't give us any room at all. And we've completely lost it. We've lost a wheel. This is terrible. Can we get this car back to the pits? Can we finish the race on one wheel? My God, we're on the last lap. Finishing this on one wheel will be a little bit like Hamilton just recently at the Silverstone Grand Prix. Crossing the line at the Silverstone with a tyre that was completely deflated and trying to the middle part of the tyre trying to rip itself off the tyre walls. And we are being overtaken. Oh, I was so hoping that oh, come on! Oh, we are out. We are out, and we've lost. There's tyres and wheels everywhere. We've lost 3 of them. We are finished. Oh, guys. Do you know what? I'm not going to let it beat me. I'm going to try one more time. So let's exit to the monitor. Let's see. We're not the only car to have crashed out. We've got 2 other non-finishers. But I'm not hanging around to see how many cars finish this race. I am restarting, guys. Let's finish this race this time. Oh my God, this is something else. Here we go. I might go a bit quiet now and be a bit more serious about my racing because, you know, I want to commentate and give you the history and information about this track, but I'll comment out on the race, but holy cow, I need all my concentration. Oh my God, hit someone already. Let's just restart that again. There you go, see, already I'm talking too much. I'm forgetting how the track is now even wetter because we've done the restart, but it's been raining for ages now. So braking distances are really short. Here we go, here we go. See if we can finish. Oh. I want to try and get in front of some of these cars. Lessen the risk of being... Oh! Lessen the risk of being stuck behind a crash. Everyone's slowing down. I don't know what's happened up front. There's no yellow flag. There's a green flag there from the marshals. Let's go! Jack Brabham finished this race. I'm in a Brabham. I've got to hand it to the Australian. Well done, mate. So I've got to finish this race for you. Oh no! Don't know what's happened. Hard on the brakes there. Oh! Car's all bunching up. Really slowing down. What is going on? Jack Brabham, by the way, was an Australian who he ended up being a mechanic. Oh shit! Had a spin, just caught the edge of the grass. Hit one of those little markers, but luckily we seem to have not done any damage to the car. Seems to be okay. Yeah, he was an Australian and he was a mechanic for the Australian Royal Air Force before he started his own little garage, and he came over here to the UK to further his racing career. Joined Cooper before setting up his own company, Brabham. In fact, he is, I think, correct me if I'm wrong on this, F1 aficionados, he is the only driver still to have won Grand Prix in his own car. And they were the biggest producer of customer racing cars back then. And do you know what? So many drivers did not survive the 1960s. In fact, he was the last surviving driver from the 1950s. He only died 6 years ago, 2014. Imagine the stories that fella could tell. You know, moving over here from Australia, racing with the likes of Jackie Stewart, oh no, and Jim Clark, and oh, I'm rubbish. Oh God. Right, you've got to probably concentrate and shut up now. Third and final attempt. Can I do it, folks? For Jack, come on. Here we go. Oh God! Big slowdown there. Just clipped the back tyre of that car and my steering doesn't feel right. Oh my God. Well, there you go. I just can't finish a race, can I? But I'm going to give myself that one because of a crash in front of me. So this is the second, third and final attempt. We've got to do this for Jack. We have to do it. We have to finish this race. There's only 4 laps. Come on! Slow through Rouge. And Radley on. Oh! Not given a lot of space by the AI there. Someone's hit the bales already. We've just gained a load of places. Oh, no, don't hit these markers. Can't see in the mirrors. Oh, there's a car on the left. Christ, this is terrifying. Another car come past. Can't see anything in the mirrors. How the hell did these drivers do it? Oh, on the inside of Ledgends. We take this guy over here. Yes, we can. Are we fully in front of him? He's not in the mirrors. Through Haute de la Cour. Bit of a slide there. At what must have been about 120 miles an hour. Make up some time. Come through Burnhamville on the outside. Is he gonna? Oh, is he gonna give us the room? We've got him. We approach Malmedy. Oh no! Oh, he's not seeing me. He hasn't given me the room. He hasn't given me the room. No. God, ditch. Oh. I've got bent steering rods. My steering's gone. Oh, I can't believe it, but I'm not having it. I am finishing this race. God damn it, I will finish this race if I'm here all day. And, well, might make for a long video. So you guys, folks, I'll have to put something in the video when I edit it, saying where to skip to for when I actually finish the race. Attempt number 5 or 6 or whatever it is now. Oh, God, working the steering wheel all the time, car slowing down. I'll make a place. Yes, yes. Oh, give me some room, guys. Shit, I just got a touch off the tyre there. Someone's gone right off. Two of them. Oh, don't hit me. Has that touch on the tyre done me any damage? I think the car's all right. There might be something slightly wrong. Right hand side, something slightly bent out of shape, but it's drivable. Going through on the inside. Oh, car squirrel in there. Give me room, mate, give me room. These AI, even at 25 in these cars, are aggressive. I can have them on 60 with the GT3s. Oh! Hard on the brakes there. It's been another yellow flag. What's going on? Christ, what is ahead? Oh, it's gone. We're okay. Get the foot down for the master straight. 150. 160. 170. 180 miles an hour nearly, I can't see a thing. Off. Oh, there's a flat, someone hit something. Through the Master King, absolutely blinding. Spray in front of us, I cannot see a thing. I'm going to try and pull out the spray, I'll lose my slipstream from the other cars, but I just can't see anything. We've got that medium right-hander, which is just too easy to, because it's medium, you can too easily go too fast there, slide into that house. And, oh no! Oh, getting too close to the outside there, Stavlop. Requires 100% good concentration. There you go, 100% of your concentration. Every time I start talking, I lose it. So yeah, I know what you're all saying. Well, shut up then, tarmac. Okay, come on. Oh, there's cars 3 wide there by the looks of it. Oh, someone is having a proper slide about. Just flipping the throttle as a change down there. In Rfactor 2, in the adjacent file, there is an option to turn auto blip off and auto lift off when you're changing manually. I'm on a Logitech Driving Force Pro. I don't have a clutch pedal, but I do like to have to use the actual, you know, my own lifts and my own blips on the throttle, so I've turned those all off, no aids whatsoever. That physical work these drivers were doing. There's the river down there on the right. Oh, who's this in orange just come past? Can we keep that position? Oh, drifting right to the outside. Oh, Rouge. Coming out Radley on. Oh, slightly squirrel on the camel straight. Coming up to the camel straight. Let's put our foot down. Oh, even at 118 miles an hour there. They wanted to go sideways. Just so accelerating, and there as well. There's that. Oh, just in the mirrors. Yeah, there he is again. Right beside me, getting a really good challenge now off of whoever that was. Hardy's by the looks of it. Someone called Hardy's. Or an AI called Hardy's. Whew. Okay. We survived the first lap, guys. Oh, God. These conditions are treacherous. Notifications from Steam there, don't need that at the moment. Apey, mate. This is... Apey said he really liked these cars and this track. I don't know if he's done it in these conditions, but mate, I can see why you challenged me to do this video. You must be laughing your head off. But if you haven't tried these conditions, you got to try it, mate. Take yourself this challenge. In fact, I tell you what, I'm challenging you right now to complete 4 laps of this track with 18 AI, 85% difficulty, 25% aggression. Let's see if you can do it, mate. Tell me how you get on, because I tell you what, it's wickedly challenging. As we come through the Master Kink, Jackie Stewart said a very profound and correct thing. I think in general, I don't know if he's related to this race or in general, but he said, you know, to win a race, first of all, you have to finish a race. And on this track, in this car, with these conditions, I think that's all you got to have in your mind. I'm going to try and remember that, Jackie Stewart. I'm not going to think about winning at all, I'm going to think about finishing. Oh God, this scenery is just going past so quickly. And it's so scary. Oh! Don't want to, yeah. See how the car sort of like pitched and dipped to the left there. This old suspension, the car will pitch and dip and roll quite a bit. Still though, for a car of, you know, the 1960s, to be hitting these speeds, you know, and be any kind of controllable is pretty impressive. Well done, Jack. Oh, we are coming up to the source now. We've got a really tight left hand as we go past the cows in the field there. You would have a beefsteak ready right there if one of those cars just came off and went up that verge, slammed into one of those cows with a hot engine. That's your beefsteak cooked and done there. The drivers just used to say you just didn't know what you were going to hit if you came off on this track. I mean, you think of modern tracks today, all the runoff areas, all the safety that the tracks have, and that's not just. There's that orange car again. He's back with us. Oh, come on, mate. He's really gone for it. Oh, can't get the power down. There's a river again on the right hand side. Really love that we're doing an update of this track now. Oh, I've got contact, tyre contact from the left hand side from blue car. Oh, sliding to a rouge. Who the hell else is behind us? I can't see in the mirrors. Why did I do this without using my virtual mirrors? I must be crazy. We have survived 2 laps. We have survived 2 laps, which is better than 2/3 of the field managed in the real Grand Prix. As I said, by lap 2 there were literally only 7 cars left running. Can we do a John Surtees and a Jack Brabham and finish this race? Come on! I think I need to think like Ayrton Senna, who was so good in the wet, and treat the pedals under my feet like they've got eggshells underneath them. He's so delicate. Oh, make it a place. Look at that. Oh! That was nearly an inside-outside overtake of those two cars. And just see that last car in my mirrors, and just, I think that's, yeah, he's going for it. He's taken me. Some really good challenge coming back from the Rfactor 2 AI here. Seriously folks, I just, you know, I come back to this sim after any other sim, and I just sometimes go, yeah, this is, for all of its flaws, this is just where it's at. I never feel so involved and so engaged, and you know, I've never driven, of course, a 1966 Brabham, but it just feels right. It just feels like, you know, I can feel everything in the road with the force feedback. Every car, you know, has different characteristics, but they all feel like cars. This one just feels like a car that wants to kill you. But I know it's, you know, if I crash out, it's definitely down to me and not some kind of weird physics glitch. It's so good. And the AI, I still think, when the AI are right, I mean, we've got this massive problem with the stock car AI now. Hopefully, I guess Studio 397 will sort it out. But when they get it right, they are so good. They give you such a challenge, and it's such close wheel-to-wheel racing. On the note of sorting things out, please, Studio 397, I don't know how many times I've mentioned it now, please sort out the missing tyre sounds in the wet with the Radical. Oh my God! God, that was scary. Okay. Yes, sort out the tyre sounds with the Radical in the wet. I want to drive it in the wet, and now I'm going to shut up and get back to this race. Oh God, that was terrifying. Where are we now? Blanchimont? I can't even think. Blanchimont. Coming up to La Source. Oh no! Oh! Just got on the grass, just got off it in time to not hit one of those little wooden markers there. Oh, we've been overtaken. I didn't even see him coming at all. All the way down at the first, I think, out here. Five gears in this car, and any one of them is going to have your tyres spinning in these horrendous conditions. One lap to go, folks, one lap to go. Gotta finish, guys, gotta finish. Oh. I think some of the drivers were, you know, they couldn't sleep before one of these races. I think some of them were sick before some of the races because, oh God, we've got a yellow flag. Just you know, finishing with your life. Another day above ground for these drivers was a good day. Another yellow flag. God, I hope we won the last lap. Come on, oh, there we go. Let's get past it. Got past. Oh! Easy on the throttle there. And we are, the slightest kind of turning, we're sliding. Got a slow car in front of us. Maybe he was part of an accident. It's going very slowly. Take it. Oh no, don't come up on the master straight, for God's sake. Graham Hill, Bob and Jackie Stewart all came off after the master straight at the Master King. So I've got to be careful approaching it. This car's speeded right up now. Obviously he just slowed down for the accident. I caught him up. I'm not going to be brave around here. I'm going to be careful. Okay. Get some slipstream. Oh my god, I'm going for an overtake. This one's... Oh no! Oh no! 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 Oh, I went for the overtake. He just caught me. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, what are you looking at? In your old clothes. Oh my god. On the last lap. Guys, I didn't make it. Oh god. I didn't do it, Jack Brabham. Guys, here endeth the video, guys. I'm going to come back and try and do this. If I can get 4 laps of this done, I will put the video up. But for now, it's my day off. I'm very tired. I've been working a lot, so driving's not up to scratch. I haven't had time to practice. And this is just scarily impossible. And I'm in the ditch. Oh, in real life, I'd have broken bones. I don't know if I'd be alive. Apey, you absolute bugger, you, for setting me this challenge. This one's been for you. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I don't know. I need to go and have a coffee and a cigarette and I'm done, guys. I'm done. Someone give this a try and tell me in the video comments how you get on. I hope you like what I'm doing. Please subscribe. I'm done. See you later, guys.